We've seen fillies, we've seen 3-year-olds, we've seen multiple winners in the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Mile. We'll see who makes themselves known today and puts their name into the history book as the winner of the 2024 edition. As we settle in the wagering here, 2-1, Notable Speech is the post-time favorite to Larry Collmus for the call. The FanDuel Breeders' Cup Mile presented by the PDJF.
And they are set to take their positions for the Breeders' Cup Mile. First one to come forward, Geoglyph from Japan, taking his position in the starting gate. Here's the mare Chili Flag and the filly Porta Fortuna. Goliad comes up to the gate. More Than Looks will be next. Here comes More Than Looks into the starting gate. Notable Speech at 2-1 going in. Win for the Money is in line. 10 Happy Rose. Waiting for Johannes and Carl Spackler. Johannes going in. Carl Spackler to the outside stall. Carl Spackler is in. They're all in line. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Mile. Goliad, as expected, showing early speed. 10 Happy Rose is on the pace as well. And then it's Geoglyph on the inside. Carl Spackler, Johannes, and Porta Fortuna are lined up just in behind them, racing for that turn. Notable Speech finds a spot in mid-pack as well. 5 lengths off the lead. Inside of Win for the Money, who's 3 wide into the turn. Then Chili Flag and More Than Looks. Goliad is the pacemaker as they head to the backstretch. In front, a length and a half to 10 Happy Rose. 22.73 the opening quarter mile. Geoglyph is third inside of Carl Spackler. Johannes is fifth, just to the outside of the filly Porta Fortuna. Then Win for the Money. William Buick and Notable Speech are 7 lengths behind up the backstretch, and they're clear of More Than Looks and Chili Flag. Goliad continues to lead the way. The first half mile, 45.9 seconds. Goliad heads for the far turn with Win for the Money a length behind. Then Geoglyph and Carl Spackler, Porta Fortuna and Johannes sixth on the outside. Notable Speech is now being asked to run. He's got 5 lengths to make up. He's going to come outside of horses as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Goliad, 10 Happy Rose moves up alongside. Carl Spackler trying to come and get them. Johannes is closing with Notable Speech. More Than Looks trying to unwind from the back of the pack. Here is Johannes and Notable Speech. More Than Looks coming. 10 Happy Rose on the inside. A wild finish that goes to More Than Looks. More Than Looks gets up under Jose Ortiz to win the Breeders' Cup Mile.
She has arrived indeed. Cherie DeVoe, your winning conditioner. More Than Looks, and a perfectly timed ride from Off the Pace, Gabby, by Jose Ortiz.
The experience paid off. This horse is a tricky horse to ride. You can even see him kind of tossing his head going into the first turn. He's funny with his head, but Jose did not panic. He kept him well off the pace. Even when he turned for home, this horse was trying to lug in, and it took him a long time to get way out in the clear. But once he finally did, he came with this devastating turn of foot.
And he was right there on match with Notable Speech. I mean, they both had the opportunity. Whoever had the fastest kick was going to get there first. He flat out kicked them.
Yeah, no excuses on the day for Notable Speech. I think he had his chance, just didn't pick up as well as he has done in the past. More Than Looks, I think that run has brought him on enormously. The 2 runs he's had this season has brought him on enormously. The last one behind Carl Spackler. I love the way once he straightened up and he was pointed to the line, the way he dropped his head down and he dropped his shoulders into stride. That was a beautiful way of finishing. Porta Fortuna had a little bit of a rough ride going into the first bend, but I don't think she was quite at her best today. I think William Buick angled out beautifully at this point on Notable Speech, but just on his tail is the eventual winner.
Yeah, and you can see More Than Looks just passing one horse here as they're turning for home, and Jose Ortiz, he kept on having to ask him to go wider and wider and wider, and right there he kind of takes a little bit of a dip to the inside. But at this point, he's just well in the clear. And look at this turn of foot, the acceleration. You can really see it from this angle.
And Gabby, we're here through the summer covering these races, and we know this is a tight course, quick turns, short stretch. This horse was much the best. That is not the trip that works at Del Mar often. You go that wide, and time again, you're second, you're third, you're not going to get there.
And I think a lot of people were concerned about this specific horse winning at a track like Del Mar because he is funny with his head. You have to be really light with your hands. He's not agile. He is a horse that takes a lot of work, and he pulled it off. Like you said, he was much the best today.
I think it's so interesting how some of these really top class horses have that little mental kind of tweak about them, in that they want it to be their own idea. They will give you everything as long as you say, that you aren't in their mouth too much, you aren't bothering them too much, and you trust them a little bit. And I think it takes a really experienced rider not to panic in those situations and just to let the horse do their thing.
It's like any relationship, even with human beings. You know what? I'm going to tell you what I want. I'm going to give you the signs for what I want. If you give me that, I'll give you everything back. But if you don't, and you treat me badly, then I don't want any part of it.
Yeah.
And this is beautiful pictures now. He's just on the tail of Notable Speech. Notable Speech is just waiting to peel off and challenge into the home straight. Porta Fortuna down on the inside rail. I love the way he's actually outpaced Notable Speech, who I said going into the race, I thought he had probably the best turn of foot of certainly the European challengers, but he's been outpaced by a quicker horse.
And I know it's been a frustrating year because Carl Spackler has always gotten the best of him in some of the races this season, but that's because that's how most North American turf races are won. You need to have a little bit of speed, but it worked out for him on the most important day of the year.
More than looks comes home for Cherie DeVaux. Congratulations to her. Also, cheers to the breeder Hinkle Farm. They breed a lot of really nice horses. Celebrating this one with the son of the late great More Than Ready. He's 5 for 11 lifetime now. More Than Looks, your winner of the FanDuel Breeders' Cup Mile, presented by the PDJF.
$1 million guaranteed. Big Ass Fans Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. Scratch number 13, Pipeline. Post time 5:25. Yeah, now entering the winner's circle is the official winner of today's FanDuel Breeders' Cup Mile, presented by PDJF. Number 8, More Than Looks. He's a 4-year-old dark bay or brown colt by More Than Ready from Ladies Privilege by Harlan's Holiday. He was bred in Kentucky by Hinkle Farms and is owned by Victory Racing Partners. The winning trainer is Cherie DeVaux. Winning jockey, Jose Ortiz. Good luck to all those running in the Big Ass Fans Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile. Big Ass Fans has been serving the equine industry for more than 2 decades to keep both horses and humans safer, healthier, and more productive. Visit bigassfans.com to learn more about how custom comfort solutions can transform your space today. For the second year in a row, Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel was voted Best Casino Outside Vegas in the USA Today 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards. For more information about the casino, resort, or spa, visit yamava.com. Jackson Family Wines wishes each of you a great day at the races. Enjoy a glass of Kendall Jackson, La Crema, or any of the award-winning wines from Jackson Family Wines while you cheer on the winners. Please drink responsibly.
Notable Speech is now being asked to run. He's got 5 lengths to make up. He's going to come outside of horses as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Goliad, 10 Happy Rose moves up alongside. Carl Spackler trying to come and get them. Johannes is closing with Notable Speech. More Than Looks trying to unwind from the back of the pack. Here is Johannes and Notable Speech. More Than Looks coming. 10 Happy Rose on the inside. A wild finish that goes to More Than Looks. More Than Looks gets up under Jose Ortiz to win the Breeders' Cup Mile.